Hello everybody, the iLord Root here, and today I have a very interesting game to show off. It's a game by a couple of doctoral students, or maybe by now, doctors, called CodeSpells. And so, before I get going, I do want to describe, I guess, what the game is and who created it. So, CodeSpells is a game that teaches you how to code with spells. Now, there are probably people who are like, oh, I know what language they're using. They're using Common Lisp because, the Lisp people probably, they usually refer to their code as magic. Well, with it being the case that most 8-year-olds will probably throw their keyboards against the wall in a fit of rage if they had to deal with the functional language, it turns out that this game actually has its arcane language as Java. So basically the idea here is that these two developers, a couple people by the name of Sarah Esper and Alex Clooney, were doing this as some sort of research project for UC San Diego, and they've actually started their own spin-off company. Now, I've contacted Miss Esper, or maybe Dr. Esper by now. I don't know if she's gotten her PhD yet or not, but, I asked her for permission to do this game, and she had mentioned that she was actually putting this on Kickstarter eventually so they could improve the user interface and also so that they could improve gameplay. And so we'll be making comments about the user interface. Other than that, there is a manuscript out there that I will post a link to. If you have ACM Digital Library access, you can read the contents of that manuscript probably. Otherwise, you can at least read the abstract. And so when I hear about Kickstarter, when they get that going, I will get back to y'all. But in the interim, these guys are basically doing this deal to where, for some reason or another, they used to be able to cast magic, but now they can't. And I guess they offended the gnome gods of some kind in some sort of way. And so they revoked their privileges of magic. But, there's actually the response up here. But just because they lost the ability to, learn magic or to perform magic, that doesn't mean they forgot the arcane language, which is Java, apparently. Yes, that's right, this is a Unity game written in C#, which uses Java as its, implementation for magic. But apparently, as we learn magic, they gain the ability to do so. And so,
later,
that is the basic premise here. We can get a quest. Now, I do want to point out that for Windows users, you will probably need to set your path for this. If you don't, then the spells you write will sort of lie in wait because they're not being compiled. This guy wants us to get bread, and this crate is an artifact of the past before they lost their magic, and will automatically correct this bread. So let's just begin writing a spell. Those of you who know Java, or probably any other object-oriented language like C++, will probably get the gist of this. We have this thing called a class. A class is basically this set of states and behaviors that you can use to model things. They can model real-world objects or more abstract things. And so, the spell class, whether it's a concrete class, meaning that you can basically invoke it directly, instantiate it directly, or it's an abstract class, which means that there's some things that you need to implement, is in fact a class. And our instances of spells are called objects. So let's just take a look at this. We have other kinds of objects. In this case, we have the enchanted class, and we can use this getTarget method, which is presumably part of the spell class, to get an enchanted instance, and that instance in our spell will be called target. They also mention methods, which are behaviors that operate on the object, and in this case we get exactly what we need to implement this, which is a method of the target, or of the enchanted class, called jump. So let's just go back and try that. I believe in order to do that, and I do think we need an easier way to add in spells without having to click on the spell book, but we'll add in something called my spell. So I'm going to change this to jump, and I haven't really done much aside from very simple stuff, but I know a little bit about the API because I've re-recorded this a couple of times trying to debug the Java issue. But we'll have enchanted target is equal to getTarget, and you can see it's parsing that code down there trying to compile it, and then we'll say targets jump. Now we can really name this whatever we want to call it, it's all the same, but now we will get the bread. Maybe. Yeah, it just compiled that class. And now we have unlocked the badge. I don't know if it's sort of... Yeah, it's already done that, so we don't have to worry about that badge getting completed. So, maybe he will tell us something. Okay, I see. So, if we could get the position of the bread, we could very easily write a for loop to do this. I don't know if we can. Maybe there is an extra page here. We will call this, I don't know, maybe, telekinesis. So that is going to be called telekinesis. One thing I don't really like about this is oh yeah, we have that here. I'm just going to clear out the comments. You do have to do that every time you do a spell. Now, is there a Java doc for this? Probably not. It would be kind of interesting, but we can maybe do something like enchanted target equal getTarget, and we'll just sort of move this. I'm going to try and do this as effectively as possible. I'm going to assume that when we move this thing into the bread, that it'll really, what would be useful is if we had some other deal. So we have move up and move down, which I'm assuming up and down are cardinal directions, or not cardinal directions, but like Z, and northeast, west, and south are probably other things. Let's try, I think if we can get a sense of our heading, we can figure out. We're pointed west, so we want to point north and east. It's an invalid piece of code here, but it remembers your cursor. That's really interesting. Move east, and if we now do that here, I'm not sure if... Oh wait, we need to move the box, so the box moves west. We can't move the bread. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to have just general spells for that, though. Let's see, move west. Oh, I wonder, is there a way maybe for us to... Is there a way for us to do that? To put this in our spell books. Let's see. Okay, we can move the cursor with the mouse, so... Enchanted, target is equal to get target, and we'll do target move west. Let's try that. If we move the box... Oh, we had a compiler error. Because... Identifier... Oh, yeah, we're outside the braces. I should have known that. Focus is a bit of an issue on this. Okay, that is the wrong direction, so it looks like the easiest way for us to go is to go east. I think that's the direction that was intended. Okay, so we got 1 out of 5. You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm going to... Can I move this into my spell book? There really needs to be a good way to create new... Either to... It would be nice to put an abstract class into the spell book that I could copy. Let's see. If that was east, then 90 degrees counterclockwise is north. So we need a ton of things here. Yeah, there's something you can do, by the way. I'm used to this from... I occasionally use it, but you can say this get target too. Unless, you know, even if it's a static method, I think it'll work. We'll say target move north. And you know what? I'm just going to copy this. So what is this? Move north. Oh no, I got it the wrong way. Because we're going counterclockwise, we'd be moving to the south, maybe. Alright. We'll call this... And it'll complain because it's... There's two... There's already a class named Move North. I'm going to name this Move South. And that will work for us. So, obviously, you know, because we don't know anything about the API, I can't get the position of the bread and have it automatically go to it. That would be really, really awesome. But That's okay. I believe we moved north, and that should move us down.
Yo.
Okay, they want us to now.
Later.
They want us to now, I guess, do some offset calculation of some kind. So let's see. Let's move this guy into place here. I'm gonna try it their way. It's kind of the reasoning is kind of dubious to me because we can write one spell that does it, but it's not good to. One thing I'm a little bit um I'm not exactly um on board with is this idea that we might hard code the spell. So we want to end up back here, so we want to go we're going west, I believe. West 1, 2, 3, and west 1, north. Okay, which way are we pointing? That west will bring us over this way. This is sort of misleading, this mini-map. I think that arrow is knowing that this is west. That arrow is 90 degrees off, it looks like, because we were pointing this way is west. It'd be easier if I could strafe. I mean, maybe what I'm saying is my field of view. I don't know. That doesn't make much sense, though, because we are pointed towards the walls. We know the river is up north, and that is the river. And those trees, we should be pointed directly at those trees. Or maybe we are. Yeah, I'm finding it very difficult to use the mini-map, because this is supposed to be directly north. Oh well, I mean, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit stupid about it. I'm sure that's actually probably what it is, but we want to do west 1, and then from west we will go 90 degrees counterclockwise, which will make it south. Except north is clockwise, it's 90 degrees clockwise, because. Or is it? No, it's. Oh, it's counter. I am a bit confused here. Because if we're. No, we are going clockwise. So, we need to go 2 to the north, 1 to the west, and 2 to the east. Or 2 to the south, maybe. we'll call this, fetch lots of bread. Incidentally, you typically, it's not unusual to name your classes in terms of nouns because we're using maybe the strategy pattern here or the observer pattern. They're both very similar. We're with the observer, you have like a list of listeners that get notified, but we will, we're gonna use verbs here. Now, here's part of the deal. You can put comments into your code. There's two styles of comments in Java. You have this BCPL style comment that's two slashes that covers a single line. My preference has always been the multi-line comments. So we'll say grab bottom bread. And what we say that was once we get the target. So we've got enchanted target is equal to get target. Then we want to do target move west, target move north. I think we said we did that 2 times. Target move north, west again, move south, target move south, and then maybe grab the top bread, target move up, maybe target move. I'm trying to think of how I could do this in the fewest number of steps. Target move to the east. Target move back to the west. And target move north. Now we just need to calculate one more thing, and that is the offset of that final piece of bread. So calculate, you know what, I'll use a single line comment here just to show that it works too. Move to the last piece of bread. And so let's get that going. That is, we'll be at this position. We want to go north, east, and east, I believe. So target move north, target move east, and target move east. Okay, we'll apply that to the bread. Okay, I apparently missed something there. I'm just going to get that down a bit. We need to, I'm going to create a move up and move down spell just for tweaking that. As much as this guy suggested that we didn't. But yeah, that's one of the things, if you can look into that, I would be very grateful, because into the whole map issue, because it is a little bit misleading. You can't really tell. Let's see, move down. You can't really tell where you're going, and I know it's sort of relative to the map coordinates, but it's... Oh, we were one off. Somehow. Oh, we'll just move west one. It would be kind of good to know the direction you're traveling, I guess is what I'm saying. Move south. And move east. I have a feeling maybe I miscalculated.
What? Goodbye. What's up?
Yes, I did get
Bye.
all of the bread. I guess there's no conversation there. So area 2. I guess it's just enchanted forest, maybe? The rainy grove. I don't quite know what area 2 is. Incidentally, there is the swamp monster that will come after you. Area 1, maybe area 2 is up here. Oh no! I don't have enough magic for the swamp yet. You know, this thing is like a Groot. You can never see it. And you're supposed to, in order to run away from this guy, you're supposed to hide in the swamp. But now this guy is running around and will kill me. Or he did earlier. Where is area 2? The Rainy Grove. Yeah. We need to find a gnome. Is there something else in our spell book that we can look at? I guess they just want... Oh, he wants us to grab all of the bread on the island. Well, that is, somewhat strange. I guess it's conveniently close enough to us. We'll just clip on through Mr. Gnome here. He's not actually made of matter. Move west. Okay, we want to move south here. Or not south. Move east, I believe is what we want to do. No, I moved the wrong... Why can I not... What is this relative to? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is...
Yeah?
This guy.
Later.
Here. We'll just keep on moving this guy east. If I could parameterize this in some way, that would be kinda cool. You know what, I'm just going to, for now, I'm just going to do that. Here's something that y'all probably don't know about yet, or they probably won't teach you until later. So we're going to put this in a loop. So I'm going to say, while this is 0, I'm going to move this 5 spaces. Seems to highlight the block. So the deal with this is that because of a particular issue in Java's grammar, you might normally surround this with braces, but part of the production rule for the for loop lets any statement follow it, and that can include either a statement block or just a regular statement. So this should move us 5, and we'll just push that along there. I have clipped the tree, it seems. Okay, if that's east, then we want to move south, I think. No, we want to move north. I'm a little bit confused by... Oh no, yeah, it would be north. I'm a little bit surprised by the fact that I cannot work out the cardinal directions at this time. Are we in line? No, we want to move over north 1, and maybe it'll... Maybe we can move through the trees. Yeah, there we go. Again, this box is not constructed of fermions, so it can ignore some of these things. Okay. There we go. One thing I am rather glad about is the fact that we don't have to move, you know, we don't have mana yet. I'm sure that'll come at some point. Oh, come on. The bread is right there. Let's see, north, maybe get us. That is invisible bread. Is there something maybe I can click on here? Flour. Why do I have flour? Maybe there is a gnome here I can talk to.
What? Goodbye.
Yeah, I've already gotten all the bread. Unless... See, I can enter that, but I cannot get the bread. I don't know if that's intended or not. I mean... A conversation would be kinda nice there. To tell you the truth, I think, south here. Yeah. Y'all just kinda... I'm sure y'all fixed it. Unless maybe there is... Is there bread elsewhere? I don't see the quest cube. At all. I can't cross over there because that is... Or can I? No, that is the ponds, and that will invoke the ire of the swamp monster, which I do not want to, really do. all I want to do is find Area 2, the Rainy Grove, where, you know, I guess maybe, maybe other things happen. Do they want me to do other things here? Because there's only the two gnomes, and
Hey there. Goodbye.
on my way to what is the question. There's maybe these are all the badges here. Yeah, I think I've hit the end of the game, maybe, unless I can get over there. Oh wait, there's bread over here. Whoa, is that the... Oh, there we go. Oh cool, I can go into the swamp now. Let's see. I've awoken the monster. Well, what I'm going to do now, because I don't know if there's anything more to this demo, I'm going to select this monster. I'm gonna have enchanted, might be really cool to put more contrast on that. That's going to be, you know, it's going to be our deal here, and I'm going to, I believe, what we can do here is I believe there's a method called on fire. Whoa, there we go, it just sort of did that. Oh cool, it doesn't matter if I've unlocked the magic or not, except I have on fire one. Why did it do that? Oh yeah, so I don't have enough magic for the monster's hideaway. I don't know what it was that I just caught on fire, but we can't. I don't have enough magic for the swamp yet. That's kind of interesting there. Let's see, is there anything I can catch on fire here? Maybe the terrain is immune to fire, it seems. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna be ready for this guy. Oh no, he's immune to he's not immune to magic, but he apparently cannot be targeted. In fact, I have no idea where he is at this point. I do want to catch him on fire, though. Before we go. Oh no, they killed me. However, we can go set other things on fire, I believe. Yeah. Where the gnomes, are they gone already? I have no idea what to do anymore. I only know that guy needs to be set on fire for misleading me. Yeah, I reckon I have an older version of the demo. And I simply... I mean, I could try to fetch this bread. It's gonna move me the opposite way. What if I move this guy, east a bit? Oh, wait, that's going to... I don't want to do that. It's going to run away. Must be out of inventory space. We'll do move west. Somewhere though. In fact, here's something I'm going to do now. I'm gonna have this guy here. Yeah, like this. So we'll call this direction. It doesn't really need to be static because it's it's going to probably, you know, oh wait, and direction D. Wonderful names I'm giving these guys, but we'll say this for and I equals 0, I less than, or not I, we'll call this steps, I less than steps, I plus plus. No kid is going to probably think about this in the lab, but I'm not content to wait. D, case, case step, or case, what was that, east. We need to pass in the enchanted. I'm just getting tired of adjusting this all the time. That's going to move as specified. Move as specified. We'll have case east. That's, what is it? What's wrong here? Probably because case east. What was that? Target, move east, break, and same with some of these other things as well. Now that I know that we can really, you know, do these things. So what was that? West, north, and south, and I have a spelling error there. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, yeah, it's just... Come on, recompile. Well, you can do it. I'm assuming... Oh, I see, I have I have a missing brace. There we go. Now what we can do here is I can say I want to move the target that was like 5 steps direction west, and we'll try that. That should get us going. Yeah, we are moving back, but yeah, we're back here, so we want to either move probably south. Yeah, it looks like this hasn't been implemented yet. Well, we'll get ready for maybe some updates later on, but maybe I'll hear some feedback from the developers, and in the interim, this has been Thy Lord Root, and I will see you later.